your love, girl, there's no more. Tell me what you been playing. Oh, and I know you don't want nobody else. No, no, no.
What's going on, y'all? It's your main man 5, and we're back with another monthly pick. Today we're gonna be getting into my first time listening to Liquid Swords by the GZA. Now, as you know, recently I got into listening to Enter the 36 Chambers for the very first time. Shout out to Kaz first and foremost for this recommendation, and you rocking with my wife and I, supporting us along this journey. It's been beyond appreciated. But I told him before I didn't feel right getting into any of the solo projects without hearing first the posse cut that they put out. Listening to the Wu-Tang Clan's album, I felt like was the only way to open the gates into getting into all of these other albums, whether it be this or eventually getting into the Purple Tape, whatever it might be. But today we're going to start right here. This was one that he wanted me to get into some gritty hip-hop shit. And according to him, he said he feels like GZA is the best rapper of Wu-Tang in general. So today I'm going to be the judge of that, of course. And he asked me to include a handful of music videos along the way. So I'm going to make sure that I do my part by getting them in here as they come. So actually the title track, Liquid Swords, is going to be the first music video. So we're going to hop right into it. I'm not going to talk too much. Let's see what all the hype is about. Let's get into this classic. Let's do it. Shit, let's see if this is not a censored version. But even if it is, fuck it. It was hard to find an uncensored one.
See, sometimes you gotta fast and back. See, this started, y'all know where it came from. I'm saying we're gonna take y'all back to the source, the knowledge. Yo,
when the MCs came to live out their names and to perform, some had to snort coke to act insane. With the boy heat rocking on down on the mental plane, the spark the brain, with the building to be born. Yo, rinse up the track, the what you got, shake the fake get flipped in mic fights. I swing swords and cut clowns. If it's too swift to bite, you record and write it down. I flow like the blood on a murder scene, like a syringe on some wild out to insert a vein. But it was your walk, the shop, stolen art, catch a swollen heart from not rolling smart. I put bad pressure on phony whack rhymes and get hurt. Play like zodiac signs and sweatshirt. That's minimum and feminine like sandals. My minimum table stacks the verse on a gamble. Energy is felt once the chords are dealt with the impact of roundhouse kicks from black belts that attack the microphones like cyclones or typhoons. I represent from midnight to high noon. I don't waste ink. I think I drop megaton bombs more faster than you blink. Cause rhyme thoughts travel at a tremendous speed through clouds of smoke of natural blends of weed. Only under one circumstance, as if I'm blunted, turn that up, my clan in the front wanted. Now when the MCs came to live out the name and to perform, something had to snort coke to act insane. For he rocked it on, down on with the mental plane, just to spark the brain, with the building to be born. Yo, the rinse up of the track with the what? I'm on a mission that they say is impossible, but when I swing my swords, they all choppable. I be the body dropper, the heartbeat stopper, child educator plus head amputator. Cause styles are old like Mark 5 sneakers. Lyrics are weak like clock radio speakers. Don't even stop at my station and attack while your plan fell with the rail like Amtrak. With the 4 down while law make law. I be justice. I sit instead 2 to 4. Ran the clock. That state pen time check it. But the pens I'll be sticking with, you can't stake the crime. Came through with the woo, slid off on the DL. I'm low key like seashells, I rock these bells. Now come aboard, it's Medina bound into the chamber. And it's a whole different sound, it's a wide entrance. Small exit like a funnel, so deep it's picked up on radios and tunnels. I'm fascinated how the get vaccinated. My logo is branded in your skin. When the MCs came to live out the name, and to perform, some had to snort coke to act the same. Before he rocked it on, now on with the mental plane, just to spark the brain, the building to be born. Yo, rinse up the track, the fuck is it the phone?
shit hard too. Let me see, we're gonna get right into this. The next record is Duel of the Iron Mike. Let me see, I'm trying to make sure I'm on top of everything as it comes up. What's the other one he wanted me to do? Cool World. All right, cool. Hold on. I had to switch it up real quick. But no, what I was going to say was I really do love the imagery of that too. I love that it's given the energy of focusing on taking advantage of time and the fact that time waits on no man. I love that it had the idea of having the tarantulas and people getting caught in the web, but it also gave the imagery of just like the metamorphosis of going through the cocoon phase and growing into being somebody that's a lot bigger than the circumstances and situations of where you come from. I like the fact that the imagery of the video outweighed exactly what it was doing. I try not to give people more credit than they put into it themselves, but I love the fact that it showed the level of intentionality, to show the fact that, you know, we're family and we made it to this place together. And now it's a blessing to be able to talk about the things that we want to talk about and paint our own individual pictures of circumstance based on our individual journeys and the legacies that we want to build. Because, yeah, it is important to kick through the door. And I think a lot of times people in the culture don't understand the fact that it's okay for us to make it through the door together. And if we move on to build legacies of our own and provide something special that's personal to us, or something that's important to us to leave behind for our families and our children and the people that come after us, that's okay. But Black people don't understand a lot of the time that it's okay for us to all do it together. It's okay to not be the guy initially. Because like I said, when we were listening to 36 Chambers, for the casual fan or somebody who's not completely familiar, or somebody who wasn't alive during the heyday of them as a group, who are the people you would know? You'll know the Chef, you'll know Method Man, you'll know ODB, and you'll know RZA because he produced everything. But all of the other people in there, if you're not familiar, you won't know GZA, you won't know Inspector Deck, you won't know all of the different pieces that come into it outside of Ghostface and all of the faces of the group. So to hear somebody step out and show, yo, I'm here too, this is what I do, and turns out he's one of the best fucking rappers inside the group, you don't learn to appreciate that without going through the complete journey of where they come from. I just respect the fact that they knew it was important to not have to play the front role. You can be a sideline character until it's time for you to be the main fucking character. And from what I'm hearing, this is one of, if not the best albums to come out of that camp, period. It's up for debate whether this or the Purple Tape is better, depending on your own preference. So I just think it's really dope that he's able to step out there and come from his own perspective. All right, let's get into this second record.
Oh, mad one, we see your trap. You can never escape your fate. Submit with honor to a duel with my son.
I agree. I see you using an old style. I wondered where you'd learned it from. You know very well. It's yours too. I have the gun. Will you show me? Then what have you come for?
Iron Mike.
You come here. Since you're so interested.
Yeah, picture bloodbaths and elevator shafts like these murderous rhymes typed from genuine craft. Check the print, swear veterans, spark the lettering. Slow moving MCs is waiting for the editing. The liquid soluble that made up the chemistry, a gaseous element that burned down your ministry. Herbal vapors and biblical paper, smoking exodus. Every square yard is plush. Fuck the screw face photo sessions. Facial expression leaves impression. Try to keep a sharp nigga guessing. Give praise and shout some, here's the outcome. Cut across the semi-gloss, rhymes your floor. Shit is outdated, just like neck loads of sterling. Suede fronts, bell bottoms, and tricolor shearlings. I ain't particular, I bang like vehicular homicides on July 4th in Bed-Stuy. Where money don't grow on trees, and there's Steve and MCs who cut throat to rake leaves. They can't breathe, blood splash, rushing fast like running rivers. I be that whiskey in your liver.
This is not an 85 affair, made clear when the guards geared on to perform. Storms blew up, woos up, causing the crowd to self-destruct. Killer bees are stinging something while I reveal science that's heavily guarded by the culprit. Bombing your barracks with aerodynamic swordplay. Poison darts by the doorway. Minds that's laced with explosive doses. Damaging lyrical launcher. Lunge at the youthful offender, then injure any contender. Testing a murderous master could lead to disaster. Dynamite thoughts explode through your barrier. Rips the retina. Who can withstand the astonishing, punishing stings to the sternum? Shocked in the hip-hop livestock, seeking for a serum to cure them.
Thugs killed for drugs, plus the young bucks bust. Ducking handcuffs, throats get cut when dough rush. Out of town foes look shook but still pose. We move like real pros through the streets we stroll. Bullet holes lace the windows in 160. So control the avenues, that's the dream that's sold. Building lobbies, the graveyards for small timers. Bitches caught in airport, keys in their vaginas. No peace, yo, the police mad corrupt. You get bagged up, depending if you're passing the cut. Plus, shorty's not a shorty no more. He's living heartless, regardless of the charges. Claims to be the hardest individual. Critical thoughts, criminal minded. Blinded by illusion, finding it confusing. All of the iron minds, just that 52 fatal strikes. All of the iron minds, just that 52 fatal strikes.
Then I will wake him up. At the height of their fame and glory, they turned on one another, each struggling in vain for ultimate supremacy. In the passion and death of their struggle, the very art that had raised them to such Olympian heights was lost. Their techniques vanished.
He spazzed on that bitch too. Yeah.
Yo, check it out, son. Check it out, son. Yo, live
Can
manipulation
I get a
face.
suit?
You got the capital G, Z to the AMC. Give it a man, shout out to the man, group of the old school. We gonna take down the back, you know what I'm saying? Make it the source to this right here. The father, the cream of the drop, son.
Yo, check it. Well, if you living in the world today, you be hearing the slang like the Wu-Tang say. Niggas that front, we don't have them. So we blast them, alright, well okay. Well if you like the way you sound, then clap, man. And if the woman love it too, then raise your hands. But only raise your hands if you're sure.
Punk niggas shatter like a glass jaw. Break it.
My rhyme gross weight vehicle combination was too heavy for the Chevys, it's chased out the station. Double edge was the guillotine that beheaded it, gassed up. Fucking with some regular unleaded shit. Heads roll on hillsides behind ropes that bind in. X marks the spot on the scope. Heavily armed military is necessary, it's a gamble. MCs bet they best at every. Powerful, parable, release might harm if tampered with. Set off and strike like pipe bombs. Flashbacks to the duel of the iron mic. Look out for these fatal flying spikes of massive sleep holes. Put strangles on commercial angles. Microphone cords tangled from being star spangled. Now who could ever say they heard of this? My motherfucking style is mad murderous. Well if you like the way you sound, then clap, man. Clap, man. If the bitches love it too, then raise them on. But only raise your hands if you're sure. Punk niggas shatter like a glass jaw. Yeah. Well if you living in the world today, you be hearing the slang like the Wu-Tang say. Niggas that front, we don't have them. So we blast them. Right. Well okay.
What you know about him seeing?
Yo, I know a lot.
But can you demonstrate something, nigga?
I'd rather not.
I'm talking about stacks, cuz
Nigga, that's what I got.
cash rules
Well,
involved.
cash rules the spot. My preliminary attack, the cemetery's packed of niggas who think it ain't like that. MCs are gunned down like being run down with mad trucks. Then God struck me religious niggas call it bad luck. Rap's a lab, you got caught up in the web, now beats are stinging. Yo, that nigga's him singing, I'm swinging swords, strictly based on keyboards. Unbalanced like elephants and ants on seesaws. I throw raps that attack like the Japs on Pearl Harbor. MCs be out like bank robbers, flinging the scene. To be a soul survivor, DJ the getaway driver. Try to dip, but he died. I socialize with vocal vibe. On track, stabbed up with razor sharp knives. Criminal, subliminal minded, rappers find it hard to define it. But narrow is the gate for fat tapes, and it played out and out of date. Then I construct my thoughts on sight to renovate. And from that point, the guards made a statement. Drafting tracements, replacements and basements, materials and sheetrock, and soundproof the beatbox and microscopic optic to see through the Fox 6 obnoxious topic. Major labels, flavor tropical, punchlines that's unstoppable. Ring like shots from Glocks that attract cops around the clubs to try to shut down the hip hop. But we only increase if everything is peace. Father UC King, the police. Well, if you living in the world today, we be hearing the slang that the Wu-Tang say. Niggas that front, we don't have them, so we blast them. Alright, well okay, well if you like the way you sound and clap, and if your women love it too, then raise your hands. But only raise your hands if you're sure.
Punk nigga shatter like a glass jaw. Break it.
If you living in the world today, you be hearing the slang that the Wu-Tang say. Niggas that front, we don't have them, so we blast them. Alright, well okay.
His fucking mind on that beat. God damn. See, that's what I'm talking about. I really appreciate when people get a chance to step off of the sidelines and really demonstrate what it is that you're capable of as an individual. Him coming from that boom bap generation, but also being able to focus on not just lyrical content, but being able to tell a story. I think sometimes there's a trade-off of trying to be too much of a barsmith that you lose the plot of explaining what the story is of your song. Sometimes when you're trying to not waste a line and make everything a punchline, it takes away from the bigger narrative. But I love the fact that he was able to really paint a picture of what it's like to be in this place and time and be able to make it to a place where, yo, we are those top dogs. We're the innovators. We're the people who are ushering in a new generation of what hip hop looks like coming out of New York, where we're focused more on lyrical content instead of just happy raps or a lot of the different things that came out in the late 70s and throughout the 80s. Being able to come into the 90s, which is considered the golden era of rap, where people were actually talking that shit. It makes you really appreciate the fact that he's able to talk about his perspective, talk about his experience, and being able to paint a picture of gratefulness through it. He was talking, man, come on, dog. Yeah, OG, I already know you know ball, so I ain't even got to act like I'm surprised that you putting me on some pressure. Let's keep going.
Hey, yo, shorty, yo, that's my word. Oh, y'all smelling y'all piss now. Y'all think y'all drunk. Yo, anybody get caught flinging. Over here, I'm returning them. That's my word, they're getting blasted. Anything from 220 to 140, that's mine. Y'all niggas step the fuck off. Y'all niggas ain't crazy for real.
Yo, the things ain't coming fast enough. There is no cut that's clear enough. I can't fold, I need gold, I re-up and reload. Product must be sold to you. I'm deep down in the back streets, in the heart of Medina, about to set off something more deep than a misdemeanor. Under the subway, waiting for the train to make noise, so I can blast a nigga in his voice for what? Who pushed up on the block and make the dope sales drop like the crash in the Dow Jones stock. I had to connect across seals to catch more mills than whole bitches got birth control pills. I'm in the park. setting up a deal over blunt fire. Bum nigga sleeping on the bench, they had him wired. Peep my convo, the address of my condo, and how I changed a nigga named John Doe. And while he set up camp, he got vamped with the stake through his heart. I ripped his fucking fangs apart. Snake got smoked on the set like Brandon Lee, blown out the frame like Pan Am Flight 103. He got swung on, his lungs was torn. The kingpin just castled with his rook and lost the pawn. A regular on the block, the plate look out. Proclaim predator with a Glock, he should've took out. No neighborhood is rough enough. There is no clip that's full enough. I can't fold, I need gold. I re-up and reload. Product must be sold to you. Yeah. Things ain't coming fast enough. There is no cut that's pure enough. I can't fold, I need gold. I re-up and reload. Product must be sold to you. It's mandatory that I supply all my troops with mega firearms, big apes, and spread them out like crops on the farm to get cream. Sometimes they repaint the same, like the last episode on Gates and Ever. Niggas plant bombs till the smoke from the blast becomes thick and flows through. All they knew, he's gun sick. His Glock clicks like high heel shoes on parquet floors, mad sick. Stand on hills and invade wars, filthy foul. Shoveling dirt, he's out to hurt. For instance, he chop off hands to tap work. His idols would lock down airports and extort some import, catching 10% of what the fiends snort. Up in the ski resorts and pin hills and move keys. He had his skis making drops on snowmobiles. The plan was to expand, catch 7 figures, release triggers, and live large and bigger than my nigga who promised his mom's a mansion with mad room. She died and he still put 100 grand in the tomb. Open wounds, he hid behind closed doors and still organizes crime and drug wars. Things ain't coming fast enough. There is no cut that's pure enough. I can't fold, I need gold. I re-up, I reload. Product must be sold to you. No neighborhood is rough enough. There is no clips that's full enough. I can't fold, I need gold. I re-up and reload. Product must be sold to you. There's no cuts that's tight enough. There is no niggas that's fuck with us. I can't fold, I need gold. I re-up and reload. Product must be sold to you.
Okay, this next one is a music video, so I'm gonna get at a second. While I'm loading that up, I'll talk to y'all. So what I do love and what I appreciate so much about that is the fact that he was able to tap into a different mode. He was able to get into the storytelling element of, what's this called, Cold World. He's able to get into a storytelling element that shows the fact that he truly is painting a picture of a circumstance for not just himself, but telling the stories of the have-nots and people that come from where he comes from as well. I think the coolest part about it is he's telling stories that explain the fact of the bigger picture being that ambition doesn't begin and end in just one place. Just because you decided to take your ambition and put all of your drive and purpose into artistic expression, you're speaking on behalf of the people that took their hustle and their ambition and pushed it into different mediums, whether that be selling drugs or being in the street, just doing situations that could end them up in situations that are a lot more dark than what making music and painting pictures and telling stories and rhyming over these dope ass beats can lead to. Just because they didn't decide to make something positive of themselves, they're living in the positive when it comes to being able to provide for their family, for their people. And I love the fact that it all reminisces back on different imagery that takes place throughout the album, even down to the intro when I was saying, you know, how the imagery was given a picture of that time waits on no man. I love that in that story, it was basically talking about somebody who the cops had a wire on and they were paying attention to somebody who was out there moving around, but moving too fast to really pay attention to what's going on. Time moves fast and it doesn't wait for anybody to slow down and pay attention to the little things, or even down to being the type of person that works so hard to get into position to provide for your family, recognizing that you don't control the fact that when you make it to that next level, there's no guarantee that they'll be here to reap the spoils of all that you sacrificed for. I love that fucking line where he said he told his mom he was going to put her in a mansion with mad room. She ended up dying before he made it there, so he still put 100,000 in her tomb. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Yeah. The fact that he rapping to this fucking level, but then can display little subcategories like being a good storyteller, being a person that can give that emotionally evocative rap instead of just talking fly. And I feel like that's why I already appreciate this more than the Posse album that they put out. There's a lot of intentionality and thought-provoked lyrics that go into making music like this. And the production is dope as fuck too. This, man. All right, this next music video is going to be Cold World featuring Expected Deck. And like I said, some of these guys being people that, you know, might not be people's go-to or people that they know first and foremost, it's dope to see them highlighted so much in this album because, you know, outside of Method Man being the echo tracks on a few of the records, I love the fact that he's highlighting other artists that I might not know if I never heard these guys specifically.
It was the night before New Year's and all through the projects. Not a handgun was silent, not even a tech. Outsiders were stuck by enemies who put fear and blasted on the spot before the pigs were dead. You know hoods robbing snipers new in sight. Blue and white, they escaped before them flashed the lights. Gunshots shatter first floor window panes. Shells hit the ground and blood stained the dice game. Whether broke calisthenic, any style you said it, be toothless, physically cut up like gooses. What with iron on the side, thugs took no excuses. Therefore, your 52 hand blocks was useless. Links were snatched off necks, scars on throats. Jackets took after bullet rips through coats against those who felt the cold from the steel, made them fold and squeal. Once the metal hit the temple of his grill, construction worker who was caught for his bomber. No time to swing the hammer that was hanging from his farmers. In his bug, how some niggas catch slugs and pockets dug from everything except check stubs, and it does sound ill like wars in Brownsville or fatal robberies in Red Hook where feds look for fugitives to shoot cops. Playing on rooftops for his cream he stashed in a shoebox, but he was hot and the strip was filled with young killers you don't suspect. So cops creep like caterpillars and born thieves, they hooded with extra bullets. Those who try to flee, they hit the vertebrae, increase the murder rate. Similar to hitmen who pull out texts and then drop those crack like tacos from Mexican. Rapping like recipients casting checks again. Back to the motherfucking spot on Lexington.
No time to freeze, undercovers ease up in Grand Prix and seize packages and pocket the currency. Clicks, control strips, full clips to spray. Yellow tape barricades, sidewalks with bodies laid. Madness strikes at 12 o'clock midnight. Stick up kids on the prowl, rope the staircase light, and I stay as harassed, scrambling for petty cash. Jake's on my ass, young bucks is learning fast. 357s and 44s, brought inside corner stores, provide sparks for wars. Hospital floors surrounded by the law. Homicide questioning while it takes guard the door. My hood stay tense, loyalty puts strength in my team. Main concern is cream. Some jet black gallant shot up the Chinese restaurant for this kid named Lamont. I thought he was dead, but instead he missed a kid and hit a 12-year-old girl in the head and then fled. Tactical narcotic task force back off fast, cause the crime boss is passing off cash. Extortions for bosses the streets causes beef, having followers of Indians trying to play cheap. You witness the saga, casualties and drama. Life is a script, I'm not an actor but the author of a modern day opera. We're the main character, it's presidential papers, the dominant factor.
But you look so alone.
Nah, they going crazy. First line that stuck out to me is I love the fact that he was talking about being the author of modern day operas. I love that line because it's so layered. The fact that operas lean so heavily on telling stories of tragedies, that in itself paints this perfectly. Like I said, I love the fact that he's focusing on telling the story of the have-nots and talking about the perspective of what it's like to come from where he comes from. I love that it told the story of what so many people deal with trying to survive the day-to-day. Like we've talked about in a lot of different albums, we live in a time and we live in a world where they vilify situations that they forced us into. They constructed these ghettos to push a lot of black people into them. They peddle drugs into them. They peddle weapons into them. They give you all of the means to destroy yourself so they can blame you for being animalistic and criminal-minded and make it be perceived as something that they created. It's like a rat in a maze when all they do is drop little different artifacts along the way that are supposed to influence your decision making. They force paths where they give you the lesser of two evils, but they're both paths that lead to the destruction of the culture overall. So I love the fact that it's showing, a lot of these babies that are growing up in these circumstances, their life is being predetermined by hatred and bias and a narrative and propaganda that's trying to get pushed onto our communities. Even if that's not necessarily who we are as a people, everybody in the world is diverse. There's different types of black people, the same way that there's different types of Irish people or different types of white people or different types of Jewish people, different types of Indian people, different types of anybody in the world. We all vary. There's anime nerds that are black kids. There are game coding nerds. There are kids that have never been in trouble. Like, for example, we ain't going to talk too much, but overall, I didn't give my parents too much trouble. I wasn't running in and out of jail. I wasn't out there selling crack. I wasn't out there doing the most to ruin my own life because I knew that there was something that was more expected of me based on the women that raised me to be a good man, the women that wanted me to not be a statistic, but be an example of what a black man could be if he applied himself to knowledgeability and wanting to learn more than he runs his fucking mouth. The biggest thing for me is I love that it's painting a picture of what it's like when we allow the external forces around us to determine where we're going to go. And when we're raised in the cold world and we're forced into a situation that not only do they provide the circumstances, but they judge you for it, they vilify it. They'll throw you a fucking brick of cocaine to peddle out to all of your people, then point the finger like, look at these niggas being niggas. No, you wanted to do that so you could push the narrative that you want the rest of the world to believe, so you can isolate us and alienate us and make us look like the villain in the grand scheme of the almighty white world. And I think that's the part that kind of gets confusing to people. When you don't take the time to have a sense of mindfulness and step back from your circumstances and be like, yo, everything is not what it seems. If I want to be different, I can be different. If I want to have more, I can have more. I just have to believe that I can outgrow my circumstances. I don't have to be a victim of where I come from. Anything I want to be, anywhere I want to go, anything that I want to create, this is my world to mold the way that I want to. And if God ordained on my life, whether that be through talent or opportunity to pierce through the veil and see beyond my circumstances, I need to look at that as exactly what it is, a blessing. And I love that they preach so much about how the loyalty of their group is the reason why they made it out of that circumstance, why they made it out of being victims of their circumstances, because of faith, because of taking a chance, because of not being afraid to step out there and do something that maybe they not have seen to this level where they come from before. That faith and loyalty amongst brotherhood from the black men in this group is what changed all of their lives. And they're using that as a means to give hope to all of the people that are still out there looking for a way outside of the darkness. I think that's what makes this album really dope, because he's really painting a lot of pictures, man. This shit is gas. The next record on here is called Labels.
A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, you getting misinformed, thinking everything is everything. You get yourself a little deal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get on, you're going to get rich. And all these labels be trying to lure us in like spiders into the web, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes people got to come out and speak up and let people understand that, you know, you got to read the label. You got to read the label. If you don't read the label, you might get poisoned.
Tommy ain't my motherfucking boy. When your fake moves on a nigga you employ, who will emerge off your set? Now you know, goddamn, I show living large niggas how to flip a death jam and rough up the motherfucking house. Cause I saw that you cold chillin' motherfuckers, I still want a brother. I'm ruthless, my clan don't have to act wild. That shit is jive and no sleeping bag profile. The soft comedian rap shit ain't the rough witty. On the real of real, it wasn't from a tough city. Niggas be game, thinking that they lyrical surgeons. They know they mics are phone the virgin. And if you ain't on the mic, you couldn't hurt a beat. That's like going to Venus driving the Mercury. The capital of this rugged slang is Wu-Tang. Witty, unpredictable talent, natural game. I death rowing them see with Mike cables. The epic is out of Rush associated labels. From east, west to Acco. I bring it to a next plateau, but I keep it fat though. Yo, I'm hitting batters up with the wild pitch style. I even showing uptown MCA style. Who thought he saw me on 4th and Broadway, but I was out on the island bombing MCs all day. My priority is that I'm first priority. I bone a secret out of bitch in a sorority. So look out for A&M, the Abbott and the Master, breaking down your pendulum as I finger MCs out with a blow that'll numb to ya. Pendex, I'm holding more weight than Columbia. Index in a scope, we are CA clan that's coming with a plan. The free A slave of a mental death MC. Don't panic, throw that A&R nigga off the boat in the Atlantic. Now who's the bad boy character? Not from Arista, but firing weapons released on Geffen. So duck as I struck with the soul of Motown. My central broadcasting systems are slowed down and dirty like that bastard. It's getting drastic. Read the label and say it loud. Another Wu banger. 36 chambers through your area.
Yeah, the RZA, fat tracks on the disc.
Razor sharp.
Another Wu-Tang production, kid, coming at ya.
No. Nigga, what? Nigga, is it corny to say he floating on this bitch like a bee? Like, I look. First of all, if you know, you already fucking know what he just did. The fact that there was a full onslaught to the label culture and the way that they take advantage of artists. Let me break that down just a layer deeper. Like I always talk about, it is a plot and it is an agenda being pushed to make it seem as though hip hop as a genre of music is something that perpetuates criminality, perpetuates lack of knowledge and intelligence. And as a genre, it shouldn't be respected as art because there's no substance to it. All of that shit is fucking bullshit. If you pay attention to all of the stories that are being told, nigga, if you listen to the humanity, the perspective, the storytelling, the beauty and the articulation of some of these artists and the way that they paint that fucking narrative is a lot more, and this is coming from somebody who's broken down albums from the 60s, albums from the 70s, from the 80s. I've listened to all of the artists that you guys say, this is real fucking music. You niggas that listen to that rapidy rap bullshit don't know anything about real music. Nigga, somebody like me, and this is God's gift to me, I'm able to interpret and pull apart different ideologies and messages that come through music, even if it's not so clear. When I'm listening to albums like this, where they let you know directly what they talking about, they touching on it, they're being witty, they're being clever in the way that they use the metaphors, they explain what they're saying. Yeah, they did the same thing on those albums as well, but it was a lot more easy to pay attention to when you're listening to stories like this. Perfect example, and this is why I say it. You could compare the message of that to when you were listening to like Welcome to the Machine on Wish You Were Here. Once again, like I said in the album reaction, shout out to Risky. They always talk about music like that is real music, and some of the stuff coming from, nigga, if you knew the amount of comments I get to say that, who are you, boy, to be able to break down some real music? What do you niggas know about real music? A hood rat and an unintelligent nigga is gonna tell me about real music. What the hell do you know about this real music? If you could see some of the comments that I've seen with people speaking on the fact that they don't like the fact that the message is coming through a face and through a voice that they don't feel like should have the room to interpret, I shouldn't have the mindfulness to be able to understand. I shouldn't be intelligent enough to articulate. That's what I'm saying. They perpetuate the agenda on purpose because they want people to think a certain type of way. When you listen to Wish You Were Here, which is some people's magnum opus album, period, what's different than listening to that album versus something like Labels? It's talking about how these labels and how all these A&Rs and executives, they bleed you dry like vampires for everything that you have to offer as an artist. And the moment that you lose yourself or you slip or you fall short and stop delivering something that can make the money, they get rid of you. They look at you as a fucking number instead of an individual. They don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about what you can provide to the bigger picture. What can you provide to the piggy bank? What can you provide as far as you being a cog in their bigger machine? What's different than what Pink Floyd talked about versus the fact that he just got witty as hell with calling out all of these labels that are taking advantage of all these different artists? It's not just rappers signed to any of these artists. He's talking about those top 40 pop acts. He's talking about those classical rock bands. He's talking about the punk rock bands. He's talking about all of the people that fight against the same machine that the racists are trying to push against black people. The people that you love the most are fighting against your ignorance. The people that you're listening to, if you fucking pay attention to the music, they're fighting against your stupidity. They're fighting against people like you that try to make it seem like anybody's bigger than the fucking program. And that's what I'm trying to say. I get a lot of those racist comments, but I also get comments of people saying, I've been listening to this music for 50 years, and damn, I've never thought about what it actually meant, but listening to you gave me a new perspective. I'm in my 20s. The fact that that gives me a level of vindication to know, yeah, nigga, God has given you a gift to speak and have a voice to be able to interpret and talk to people in a way that they might not have thought of before. I feel like God blessed me with the ability to be a powerful orator, and I don't take that for granted. When people say stuff like that, like I've been listening to this forever and I never quite thought about what it meant, that says a lot. People just want to say shit. They don't even know what the fuck the stuff they're talking about means. The music that you love is fighting against your fucking ignorance, but you use that and weaponize it to attack me just for being black. You missed the whole fucking point of what art is supposed to represent. Art is supposed to be a tool to fight against the man, to fight against the oppression of the hierarchy and the bigger picture and the people that are trying to bleed dry the artistic expression and use up everything that we have to offer as the other 98% of the world. They don't give a fuck about us. And if you pay attention to that, you'll recognize that the world is a lot fucking smaller than we think it is. We'll recognize that we all have a lot more in common. We all struggle. We all deal with the same pain and the same day-to-day shortcomings in our lives. If you pay attention to that, you'll be a lot more grateful for the perspective of the world around you and not just your small fucking bubble that you choose to live in. I'm sorry all of that came from that, but I just wanted to draw that narrative together because a lot of people try to separate art based on racial bias or tension that they don't even know why they feel the fucking way that they feel. Your grandparents, your parents, whatever it could have been, your great-grandparents could have been slave owners. They could have been whatever it was. But when it comes down to you as a person, as much as you guys try to preach the decision of, oh, you guys chose to be criminals, you guys chose to do this, you could choose to not be a piece of shit. You could choose to be the type of person that looks beyond what was force-fed to you and decide to be a good human being. You could decide to not treat people like the propaganda that was shown to you about them instead of having a conversation with your fellow man and getting to know what the reality of what life is inside of their circumstances. When you listen to perspective outside of your own, you'd be surprised what you're able to walk away with and what that will lead to you as far as being a better human being. But I digress. That's all just coming from a nigga though. I don't want y'all to think it's too much, my bad. The next song is called Fourth Chamber.
Choose the sword, and you will join me. Choose the ball, and you join your mother in death. You don't understand my words, but you must choose.
kid. In 83, rock tailors. My Memorex performed tape decks. My own phone sex. Watch out for Haiti bitches. I heard they throw heads. Yo, Wu whole platoon is filled with raccoons. Corner sitting wine niggas sipping apple boom. This ain't a white cartoon. Cause I be ducking crazy space. The kid hold white shit like blacks rock ashy legs. Why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Why did Judas rat the Romans while Jesus slept? Stand up, you're out of luck like two dogs stuck. Iron Man be sipping rum out of Stanley cups. Unflammable, Noriega, aiming nozzles. Stay windy in Chicago, spine tingle, mind boggles. Kangos and rainbow colors, promoters try to hold dough. Give me mine before Poe, wrap you up in so-and-so. I ran the dark ages, Constantine the Great, Henry the Eighth. Built with Genghis Khan, and red suede Wally Dawn.
I judge wisely, as if nothing ever surprised me. Lounging between two pillars of ivory, I'm lively. My dome piece is like building stones in Greece. My poems are deep from ancient thrones I speak. I'm overwhelmed as my mind roams the realm. My eyes the visions, memory is the film. Others act subtile, but they fragile above clouds. They act wild and couldn't budge a crowd. No matter how loud they get, though they growl and spit, clutch their fists and throw up signs like a crip, and throw all types of fit. I leave them split like ass cheeks and rag pussy.
Hey yo,
lip.
camouflage chameleon, ninja skill in your building. No time to grab the gun, they already got your wife and children. A hit was sent from the president to raid your residence because you had secret evidence and documents on how they raped the continents. And it's the prominent, dominant Islamic, Asiatic, black Hebrew. The year 2002, the battle's still with the rule. 6 million devils just died from the bubonic flow of the Ebola virus under the reign of King Cyrus. You can see the weakness of a man right through his iris. Unloyal snakes get thrown in boiling lakes of hot oil. Uncoils your skin, chicken heads getting slim like olive oil. Only plant the seed deep inside fertile soil. Fortified with essential vitamin and minerals. Use the sky for a blanket, stuff a cloud inside my pillow. Rolling with the lamb, 12 tribes, 144,000 chosen. Protons, electrons always cause explosions.
The banks of G, all cream down's a bet. Money feet good, opposites off the set. It ain't hard to see my C's need guard degree. I got mouths to feed, unnecessary beef is more cows to breed. I'm on some tax-free shit by any means, whether bound to hit scheme or some counterfeit cream. I learned much from such swift cons to run scams. Veterans got the game spiced like ham, and from that, sons are born and guns are drawn. Clips are fully loaded, and then blood floods the lawn. Disciplinary action was a fraction of strength that made me truncate the length 1/10. Whoop the stump, tweeters hiss like air pumps. RZA shaped the track, niggas caught razor bumps. Scar trying to figure who invented this unprecedented. Opium scented, dark tinted. Now watch me blow him out of shoes without clues, cause I won't hesitate to detonate, I'm short fuse.
Nigga, you lost your mind, bro. Nah, y'all niggas lost your mind. Y'all not listening to this shit for real. I ain't even gonna keep running my mouth. We gonna keep going. The next record on here is called Shadow Boxing. I know, Kaz, you didn't ask for this, but I'm gonna give you the full package of everything that you asked for. So moving forward, if there is a video to be had through it, we gonna make sure we check it out for you. Shadow Boxing is a music video that's on here. We're gonna tap right into that as well. Them niggas just lost their fucking minds on that. Do you hear the way that they was talking on that?
That.
Special technique of shadow.
Just pledge allegiance to the hip hop. Pledge allegiance to the hip hop. I break shit down to the bone gristle. Ill speaking, scud missile, heat seeking. Johnny blazing, nightmares like Wes Craven. It's gunning, my third eye seen it coming before it happened. You know about them statin kids, they smashing everything, in any shape, form, or fashion. Now everybody talking about they blasting. Is you busting still or is you flashing? Talking out your ass. You should've learned about the flowing PZ Afro. Italian stallion, chinky eye and snot nose. From my naps to the bunion on my big toe, I keeps it moving. Know just what the fuck I'm doing. Rap insomniac, fiend to catch a nigga snoozing. Slip the cardiac, arrest me. Exorcist hip hop possess me. Crunching like a Nestle. You know my stage. Burning to a third degree. Sneaky ass alley cat top pedigree. The head toucher. Industry party bum rusher. You don't like up in your right. Corny ass rap. Best to go back and check it. Stack because your naps ain't nappy enough and your reach ain't rugged enough.
Yo,
bitch.
I slayed them C's back in the rec room era. My style broke motherfucking backs like him for terror. Most rap came loud but unheard. Once I pulled out, round them off to the nearest third. Check these non-visual with tapes in a portrait. Flood the seminar trying to orbit this corporate industry. But what them can't see must break through like the woo unexpectedly. Protect your neck, my sword still remains imperial. Before I blast the mic, RZA scratch off the cereal. We rain all year round from June to June. Bite immediately, if not soon. Set the lynching and inform the execution date as this 2000 beyond slang suffocate. Amplify sample through vacuum tubes, compressions, cause RZA. The charge is 20 G's a session.
Rock tailors, my Memorex perform tape decks, my own phone sex, watch out for Haiti. I heard they throw heads. Yo, who whole platoon is filled with raccoons, corner sitting.
Okay, they had him spit his verse off the last record on this. That's hard.
Wine, tipping apple bone, this ain't a white cartoon, cause I be ducking crazy space. The kid hold white, like blacks rock ashy legs. Why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Why did Judas rat the Romans while Jesus slept? Stand up, you're out of luck like two dogs stuck. Iron Man be sipping rum out of Stanley cups. Unflammable, Noriega, aiming nozzles. Stay windy in Chicago, spine tingle, mind boggles. Kangos and rainbow colors, promoters try to hold dough. Give me mine before Poe, wrap you up in so-and-so. I ran the dark ages, Constantine the Great, Henry the Eighth. Built with Genghis Khan, the red suede Wally Dawn.
I judge wisely, as if nothing ever surprised me. Lounging between two pillars of ivory, I'm lively. My dome piece is like building stones in Greece. My poems are deep from ancient thrones I speak. I'm overwhelmed as my mind roams the realm. My eyes the visions, memory is the film. Others act subtile, but they fragile above cloud. They act wild and couldn't budge a crowd. No matter how loud they get, though they growl and spit, clutch their fists and throw up signs like a crip, and throw all types of fit. I leave them split like a rag.
Camouflage chameleon, ninja skill in your building. No time to grab the gun, they already got your wife and children. A hit was sent from the president to raid your residence because you had secret evidence and documents on how they raped the continents. And it's the prominent, dominant Islamic, Asiatic, black Hebrew. The year 2002, the battle's filled with the wool. 6 million devils just died from the bubonic flow of the Ebola virus under the reign of King Cyrus. You can see the weakness of a man right through his iris. Unloyal snakes get thrown in boiling lakes of hot oil. Uncoils your skin, chicken heads getting slim like olive oil. Only plant the seed deep inside fertile soil. Fortified with essential vitamin and minerals. Use the sky for a blanket, stuff a cloud inside my pillow. Rolling with the lamb, 12 tribes, 144,000 chosen. Protons, electrons always cause explosions.
Y'all niggas not listening to this shit, bro. Oh, man. Let me see if I'm tripping.
The year 2002, the battle's filled with...
That reaction was a fraction.
Talking out your asshole. You should have learned about the flowing PZ Afro.
Suffocate.
Stand the fact when they come.
That was dope, the way that they merged those two records together. That was dope as fuck. The next record is called Hell Wind Staff. Killer Hills 10304.
Skill of Shaolin.
Yeah, it's a good life, you know.
Mr. Bobby Stills, Tony Starks on the line 1 for Mr. Bobby
Stills
Stills.
over here, Stills over here. Peace. Starks, what's going on, baby? Yeah, everything is lovely over here. Yeah, no, the Max Million didn't show up yet. I'm over here with Noodles and I got Lucky Hands with me. Yeah. Yeah, Great Go's right in front of me right now. Great Go's standing right here. Yeah, he has a briefcase. Okay. Okay, I got you. All right, thanks.
Bobby Stills.
Mr. Great Go, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. So is everything okay? Is everything working as we planned?
Everything is working out very nicely. Do you have the cash? $20,000?
So we have the cash. We don't have to talk. Hey. Look, we got the cash. We know cash rules everything around this motherfucker.
Hold on.
Let me ask
you.
You
have the full amount, 20,000 agreed upon.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Greco. Do you know Don Rodriguez? Don Rodriguez from the Bronx. Don Rodriguez.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know him because your fucking friend Don is down at 120 Precinct right now singing his fucking ass off like a fucking bird.
Life of a drug
fucking
dealer.
guys is coming.
You believe him?
Killer Hills 10304. Restaurants on a stakeout, so order the food to take out. Chaos outside a Spark Steakhouse, maintain the power. I feel the deal's going sour, nigga missed the wedding. Late a fucking half hour. And this man who bought land from Tony Starks while we was contracting bricklaying jobs in city parks, he's a loan shark. Interest rates a grand to a finger in the garment districts. Got it sewn like singers. Is all I talk blasphemy. This kid after me for the heights in the Burlington Coat Factory. Fuck it. He turned states on my nigga Castro, this co-pilot who used to drop right sacks of blow on this remote area we labeled Dead Man's Island, 200 miles south from Thailand. Right off the docks, I got the luxurious custom-made yachts, burial plots for my niggas hit with fatal shots. There's no need for us to spray up the scene. I use less men, more powerful shit on my team, like my man Muhammad from Afghanistan. Grew up in Iran. The nigga runs a neighborhood newsstand, a wild Middle Eastern bomb specialist, initiated at 11 to be a terrorist. He set bombs and bottles of champagne, and when niggas pop the cork, niggas lost half their brains. Like his ex-worker tried to smuggle a half a key in his left leg. Even underwent surgery. They say his pirate limp gave him away as the feds rushed them, coming through U.S. Customs. Now look who's on the witness stand singing, a well-known soprano, a smash hit from Sammy Gravano. Here's the plan, minimum for the hit, 200 grand, halftime at the game, blast the niggas out the stands. The sharpshooters hit the prosecutors, judges are sent photographs of their wives taking baths along with briefcase filled with 1.5, that's the bribe. Take it or commit suicide, first rule. Anyone who schemes on a goal in Syria, I want their small intestines ripped from the interior. I got a price for those Jews shipping freight cargo. Don't forget to launder the cream through Wells Fargo. Reconstruct those processing plants for the call of Costa Rica. 400 barrels of ether, 200 pounds of reefer, and 50 immigrants with fake visas. Life of a drug dealer. Killer Hills 10304. The saga continues.
The creativity, bro. The creativity and intentionality of telling all of these stories. This shit is a classic, nigga. This shit is a classic. Cause I appreciate you, OG. This that shit right here. Next record is called Investigative Reports, featuring my namesake.
Here we go. Come on.
A battle was fought in Brooklyn. Haitian soldiers killed 3,000 men. Much of the fighting took place in what is now Prospect Park and Greenwood Cemetery, as well as the park
low
sloped
blowers,
towards
illegal
neighborhoods.
cocaine growers, starvation, profanity, anxiety, brothers try me, gunslingers, dead bringers.
Yo, my slang's out of this world. Mixed collaboration, man, little man and his girl. Way of life got me thinking. Plus I'm analyzing young youths on roofs. You know, 3-time felony groups roll together. Tropical trees, puff, whatever. Yo, we could go run up on kids for levers. What drug faculties, bubble keys for cheese. Cream flow like 7 C's. Hit chicks, Guyanese, word up. Hold your head before you fall out. The morale, the devil want that. Let's get my niggas locked all out. Change for better. That be my only vendetta with life. Feed your seed right, he's breathing indeed right. Chef, remarkable, sparkable, raps, and tackable cats. Never get jacked. See it then move, black paradise. Swipe, blunts with much ice. Getting nice, laying back, speak on my life. Word up.
Crack patients,
The Battle
dime
of Brooklyn
smokers,
depicted
vow
was the
carriers,
bloodiest clash of
mocha
the American
tokers,
Revolution.
burned buildings,
Killed 3,000
brothers building, save the children, investigative reports.
Calling all cars, ghetto psychos, often dangerous, leaving mass scars on those who were found, bound, gagged, and shot when they blasted spot. Victims took off like astronauts. Get with this, even your best can't. Come on down. You're the next contestant. Get your pockets dug from all your chemical bankings. Caught them at the red light on Putnam Avenue in Franklin. They used to heat up the cipher with a shot that was hyper than your average JFK sniper. He just came home to Sparfit, rolling like Kaufman, and laid that ass out like carpet. Stop the stuttering, boys, take the planks for the 5-0, then praise the God. Bow! They release shots and premeditate the grab. And then they jet back to the lab, and then remain in Shallon, and endangered Allen. Shorties lose blood by the gallons.
Crack patients, dime smokers, vow carriers, mocha tokers, burned buildings, brothers building, save the children, investigative reports.
Yo, I grabbed a pen for revenge and let Lucy, like Muslims standing on the block rocking the kufi. The $100 kick, rocking kids back for more, starring gun wars with black Reeboks and velours. Jungle way of life, living villain, packed with visions, copywritten, throwing bread to pigeons. Christ has risen, King elegant, slang master jack, expensive noodle hats in '69. Old time, it's time the brother shot craps, the baggy blue guest jeans. Pull things off in Palm Springs, I'm locked in the Bing. Rocky ring label, rap king, the corner emperor. The go to D's, play the benches. Rednecks be hanging big niggas down in Memphis. Back in NY, hit the bullseye with loaded nines. Life is like Tarzan, swinging from a thin vine. Shattered dreams and mirrors, lonely the press spirals. Aim at the white shadows with big barrels of Moedas. The ball-headers milking armorettas, who fear none, crushing all personal vendettas. Yo, they use guns while we angrily shot arrows. You better keep your eye on the sparrow.
Rugged rosters, cooking cropsters, dime droppers, 25 lifers, backstabbers, low blowers, illegal cocaine growers, starvation, profanity, anxiety, brothers try me, gunslingers, dead bringers, investigative reports. Investigative reports.
And integrated a number of corrupt cops, judges, and
investigative reports.
Positions to ensure the continued success of the drug smuggling and money laundering operations.
I love that they're talking about everything that I've been talking about this entire album. Not only are they painting a picture of circumstance from where they come from, but they're also talking about the plot. They're talking about the agenda. They're talking about the media push to vilify where we come from, to vilify the neighborhoods, even though it's obvious that all of the things that you've planted inside of these neighborhoods and these ghettos to help us destroy ourselves. That's what happens when external forces try to play God. They try to give you all the tools that you'll need to destroy yourselves, but they don't recognize that they have people who are powerful orators. They have people who are meant to tell these stories and put it out there so people know, and they can be more mindful, and they can be more knowledgeable, and they can have a better understanding and be more mindful of what's actually going on, rather than living in the false reality of thinking that you can only be whatever it is that they created for you. I love the fact that they speak in such a multifaceted way. They're painting a picture, but also revealing the plot of the people that are trying to destroy us. I love it. I love it.
When a motherfucker steps out his place and gets slapped in his motherfucking face just because the motherfucker tried to base with G.O.D. And while I see his whole clique passes by, motherfuckers think they qualify. And for those niggas want to try the G.O.D. Yeah, I'm not caught up in politics. I'm no black activist on a so-called scholar's dick. I come through with the woo and drop math and versatile freestyle bombs of phonographs and deliver all things in number and weight. Search the depth on how living things relate. Cause at a young age, I was molded in a religion I relied on and got caught up in superstition. Scared to split poles, duck black cats once in a while. Threw salt over my back, but with knowledge of self from off the shelf made things seem complicated, now small like else. So turn off the lights, light a candle, have a seance, pull a lid off the demonic scandal. Wizards, warlocks, spooks, and holy ghosts. RZA, let's defraud the hoax. When a motherfucker steps out his place and gets slapped in his goddamn face just because the nigga what he tried to base with G.O.D. And while I see his whole clique passes by, motherfuckers think they qualify. And for those niggas want to try the G.O.D. We were on the same ship when the slaves were checked. I had to pull your card, you was on the top deck, so I plotted my escape. I sort of thin line between love and hate, fast from the hog on the plate. I suffered brutal pain from whips and chains, punishments that were set to wash the brain. So look, listen, observe, and also respect this jewel. Draw it up, detect, and reflect this light I shine, because my power is refined through the truth, which manifests through eternal minds. Purified gases and masses, the same elements that help spark civilization classes. I see brothers quote mad plus degrees, lip professing ass niggas can't feed their own seeds. When a nigga steps out his place and gets slapped in his motherfucking face just because the nigga what he tried to base with G.O.D. While I see his whole clique passes by, motherfuckers think they qualify. And for those niggas want to try the G.O.D. When a motherfucker steps out his place and gets slapped in his goddamn face just because the nigga what he tries to base with G.O.D. And while I see his whole clique passes by, motherfuckers think they qualify. And for those niggas want to try the G.O.D. In my lobby, little Steve and Bobby, getting paid, but it's a life-threatening hobby. Yeah, they still play hide and seek. The fiends seek for the crack and they hide and let the cops speak. Grown folks say they should be out on their own before the gangs come and blow up their mom's home, because their lifestyle is hectic, so fucking hectic. Bow, 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 bullets are ejected. My lifestyle was so far from well. Could've wrote a book with a title, age 12 and going through hell. Then I realized the plan. I'm trapped in a deadly video game with just one man. So I don't only watch my back, I watch my front. Cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. Back on the Ave, up Livonia in Bristol with a pistol. Sticking up Pamela and Crystal. You know your town is dangerous when you see the strangest kid come home from doing the bit and nothing changes. What is the meaning of crime? Is it criminals robbing innocent motherfuckers every time? Little shorties take walks to the schoolyard, trying to solve the puzzles to why is life so hard. Then as soon as they reach the playground, bow, shots ring off and now one of them lay down. It's so hard to escape the gunfire. I wish I could rule it out like an umpire, but it's an everlasting game and it never ceased to exist, only the players change. So I got your back, but your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, but your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, but your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, but your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, but your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, but your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, 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 so your best to watch your front, cause it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts. I got your back, but your best to watch your front, it's the niggas who front, they be pulling stunts.
Your technique is magnificent. When cut across the neck, a sound like wailing winter winds is heard, they say. I'd always hoped to cut someone like that someday. To hear that sound, but to have it happen to my own neck is ridiculous.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a test, many quests to universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a test, many quests to universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving knowledge is wisdom. This goes back when I was 12. I loved doing right, but I was trapped in hell. Had mad ideas, sad eyes and tears. Years of fears, but yo, my foes couldn't bear. I searched for the truth truth since my youth and went to church since birth. But it wasn't worth the loot that I was paying, plus the praying. I didn't like staying cause of busybodies and dizzy hotties. That the preacher had souped up with lies, had me cooped up looking at loot button thighs. During the service, he swallowed up the pour, and after they heard this, they wallowed on the floor. But I ignored and explored my history that was untold, and watched mysteries unfold and dropped a jewel like Solomon. But never follow men, cause if you do, your brain is more hollow than space oblivia or the abyss, with no trace of trivia left with the hiss. Does it pay to be deaf, dumb, and blind? From a slave, he was kept from the mind, and from the caves he crept from behind, and what he gave was a sect of the swine. When the Bible, it condemns the pig. I don't mean to pull your hymns or flip your wigs, but we used to wear a turban, but now we in the urban. No more wearing beanies or dressed like a genie. No hocus pocus, cause I focus on the facts and put it on the tracks and brought it through the wax. I speak on Jacob, it might take up some time, and too much knowledge, it might break up the rhyme. I did it anyway just to wake up the mind of those who kiss stones or praise on the carpet. Those who sit home and sell books by the market need to chill and get their mind revived. For years, religion did nothing but divide the basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, made me quest the universe, and through my research I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, made me quest the universe, and through my research I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving earth. I stroll through the books of Job to unfold and open Bibles instead of hoping on revivals. Calling on his name and screaming hallelujah. When he hallelujah, that's how the devil fooled ya. See, look into my eyes, brethren, that's the lies of a reverend. Why should you die to go to heaven? The earth is already in space. The Bible I embrace, a difficult task I had to take. I studied till my eyes were swollen and only arose when I found out that we were the chosen. I deal with the truth and build with the youth and teach my son as he kneels on the stoop. Son, life is a pool of sin, corrupted with foolish men and women with wicked minds who build picket signs to legalize abortion, the evil eye extortion. I quit son with my wisdom. Before I converted, I was perverted, and knowledge was asserted. The study of wisdom, I preferred it. The understanding, it gave me mental freedom. I even learned Caucasian, well really the tribe of Edom. The white image of Christ is really Caesar Borgia, and the second son of Pope Alexander, the sixth of Rome. And once the picture was shown, that's how the devils tricked my dome. I prophesied to save a man, but no one gave a damn. From my nation, the seed of Abraham. Blessed with the tongue of Hebrew. Now we strung on needles, and some are plunged in evil. So study and be wise in these days of darkness. Peace to my nephew Marcus. The basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, made me quest the universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, made me quest the universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, made me quest the universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
The basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, many quests the universe, and through my research I felt the joy and the hurt. Oh my gosh, just let that run, just for the love of the goddamn.
You all appreciate it. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys, breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell. And who thinking elementary? Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whooping to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was the black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it, there's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
dear mama.
Place no one above you, sweet.
You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you?
Now ain't nobody tell us it was fair. No love for my daddy cause the coward wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out and started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone because you cared for me. And I can see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. You're just working with the scraps you was given. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, you're alone. You're trying to raise 2 bad kids on your own. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet.
And dear mama,
place no one above you, sweet.
You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you?
Pour out some liquor and I reminisce. Cause through the drama I can always depend on my mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus. When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy there's no limit to the things you did. And all my childhood memories are full of all the sweet things you did for me. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. There are no words that can express how I feel. You never kept a secret, always stayed real. And I appreciate how you raised me, and all the extra love that you gave me. I wish I could take the pain away. If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. Everything will be alright if you hold on. It's a struggle every day, gotta roll on. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet.
Dear mama,
place no one above you, sweet.
You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet.
And dear mama, dear mama,
Me Against the World was one of my favorite albums that I ever heard, period. Let alone one of the best albums that I listened to on the channel with you guys. And Dear Mama is, to me, probably top 5 hip-hop songs of all time. No debate. But to get back in the focus of what we primarily were here for, 5 out of 5 for Liquid Swords. OG, I appreciate you for that recommendation. And I talk so much throughout the album that I don't feel like there's really too much left to be said. The only thing I really do want to say to kind of encapsulate everything that I talked about was the fact that I really just appreciate the fact that the album was so layered. It was so multifaceted, and them niggas was rapping. Like, it was, that's the purest form of it that makes you really appreciate where this art form comes from, and the reason why you have some older people that can be pretty biased to where it's going. There's a lot of great hip-hop artists nowadays, of course, but when you listen to albums like that, you just like, fuck, this is the standard. Fuck, this is how niggas should be doing it. This is how you should be expressing it. But I love the fact that it shows so much intelligence. It shows so much mindfulness. It shows so much self-awareness. It shows so much situational awareness and just understanding of the plot, the plan, the forced agenda, the division. It shows all of the things that were perpetuated and forced on all of the cultures to just sow more division into the world. But I just love the fact that even through all of the stigmas, even through all of the preconceived notions that get forced onto what Black people represent, I love that they combated it all. I love that they used that militant style that I love so much on 36 Chambers to deliver so much knowledge, to deliver intelligence, and show that, yeah, everything that you think and everything that you underestimate us with will be the very reason that we overthrow you, because you underestimate our ability to rise above. You underestimate our ability to become something bigger than what you choose to see us as. You don't have any real reason to feel that way besides what mass media pushes to you, besides the agendas and the passed down hatred that you choose to eat. If you really get to know people, you can recognize the intelligence and the beauty that comes from so many different cultures. Even down to, I love the fact that they talked about a lot of blasphemy and the fact that a lot of churches, a lot of pastors, a lot of different types of people use the Bible as a way to, they weaponize the Bible as a way to disparage people, to push away people for alternative lifestyles. But I love the fact that they showed that they chose to understand life on a higher scale, but they still used and showed their knowledgeability when it came to these different stories in the Bible and talked about what they really represented, talked about how it manifested itself to show the strength of the people, to show that we are the chosen people, to show that I resonate and I understand the message behind it, but I understand a layer deeper than what mass pushed religion is trying to push on everybody. I choose to not take it at face value and just swallow whatever they choose to give us. I choose to study on my own to get a fair understanding of what life stands for, get a fair understanding of what they're trying to do, get a fair understanding of what they're trying to perpetuate and make us look like. It was so much precision, so much just, it was beautiful. That was a perfect album. And that's something that I really would like to get on vinyl. Again, Kaz, I appreciate you, OG. I look forward to continuing on this path. I know we got some Outkast stuff coming. I know we got a lot of dope-ass shit coming, so I'm excited. Stop talking. If you watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you stay in tune every time we go back in time and listen to some more hip-hop, or we're listening to another genre where we get to break down the similarities between other genres and where we are now and so many different things. I just appreciate the ability to check out different art forms and be able to talk about it at such an in-depth level. I appreciate your patience, Kaz, because I know it's a little bit later than we expected, but I hope it was worth the wait. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I hope you feel proud of the investment that you made into my wife and I and the platform that we created. I hope that it gives back to you tenfold the way that you support us, because we appreciate it more than we can say. But as always, this will be out early and in full, and if it gets blocked exclusively, so make sure you scan this QR code to our Patreon if you want to be able to have access to all of our content, but also if you just want to support us a little bit extra. There's always going to be some bonus stuff on there that doesn't make it onto our YouTube channel, so I hope that you enjoy it enough to support us in other means. But no, I really enjoyed this. It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm going to get out of here. And until next time, I go by the name of 5. That was my first time listening to Liquid Swords by the GZA. And I get it now. I understand. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
How does this go? You want to know. You've never been here before. Go with the flow. We'll take it slow. No need to rush. They don't gotta know. That's between us.